Hey guys, it's your favorite YouTuber, Isha Styles, and I'm trying something new, which is the Knotless box braids. So, I am in process of figuring out the method. I struggled a little bit at first, but hey, like I said, it's my first time. So, keep watching. Sorry, my arm is in the way. I literally have the camera like directly next to us. And we're watching a movie called The Bye Bye Man. So I'm doing the voiceover instead. But I think I did pretty good once you guys see the finishing work. And I used hair product wise the jam, which doesn't work quite well for our hair, especially when you're natural, and it curls up really fast. But this was my first attempt, and I think I got it down pat. Not as perfective as I wanted it to be. Plus, we were rushing because my client had to be to work the next morning. And it was after 8 p.m. I tried to move as fast as possible. Plus, as you see, or if you noticed, I'm sitting down behind her. My body was definitely in pain. What I did realize afterwards, after the first attempt of that one, that I should make the pieces smaller. Excuse my arm again. So once I realized that I needed smaller pieces, I redid the first one. That's the jam. So I just rub it on her hair. And I tried different methods. So I did just one twist and then started to add the hair in. I also tried it the other way as well. It's different ways that people are more comfortable with when it comes to doing knotless box braids. I have literally watched different YouTubers doing their knotless box braids and realized that some of their methods are different. Some go under with their feet in knotless box braids, and some go over, like the process method that I am doing right now. So I am going overhand with the method because it's working best for me. So now I'm going to try and speed up the video. Okay, so this is the last one that I'm going to record until I get a lot more done. I'm actually going to start working on the front once I complete this row. So she could just put it up in a ponytail until we complete it tomorrow. So as you guys see, after I got the concept of it and figured out my method, I'm starting to float a little faster through each one. It doesn't take me long to catch on to different styles and learning how to do them. My problem is trying to perfect it right away. But I know everything takes time. I want to say it took about 2.5, maybe close to 3 hours to do those back 3 rows. So I have the back 3 rows done and I completed the front, and now we're on the next day using jam again and we're completing the last 4 rows that was left. I am so sorry. I did not realize that my camera moved back down instead of up. So please forgive me. It's something about that hair that we were using. It tangled and separated a lot. We didn't start off using the easy braid hair, so it did complicate things just a little bit. But once I found my groove, and guys, I'm always going to find my groove to figure out my methods and my own way of doing things to work for me. So this is what I did. I cut my hand during our moving process. And voila. They're not as perfect as I want them to be. But as I said before, this is my first time doing the knotless, and I think I did pretty good. I kind of kept switching techniques and forgetting when I first started off to not go 2 loops before adding hair. So I just kept switching up different methods that worked for me and became just familiar with my brain after a while. So I know people who have perfected edit is going to look at the video and be like, oh my God. But hey, like I said, this is my first go around and I wanted to record and upload beginner mode to just show people such as myself how they look when you first start out trying them, and then probably record another one once I feel that I've perfected them. I don't need anybody else to tell me. I'm the type of person I criticize myself. So once I criticize myself, I know I'm going to push myself until I feel like it's perfect. Even if the customer says, oh, I love them, I think they're beautiful. I mean, if my customer is happy, then I'm happy. But if I feel like they could be better, I'm going to push and push and push until they are perfect. Yeah, my hands are a little swollen. I'm actually doing this with numbed fingers. I do have carpal tunnel. So in my left hand, my thumb, pointer, and middle finger, I have no feeling. But as I said, I think I'm doing pretty good for this to be my first attempt. If there's anybody who has perfected at them and you have some tips that you would love to give me, please drop them below in the comment box. I accept and I appreciate any type of tips or advice. Excuse my background noise. Mysteria is preparing her dinner. So she's doing some blending, some chopping. So if you hear that noise in the background during this video, it's Mysteria. So as you see, if you look closer, I think I'm going to zoom in, zoom out. Okay, zoom in. Okay, I zoomed out. Okay, I was trying to make sure, first of all, that all of the box braids were the same size. So when you're doing the knotless, you have more than just worrying about if they're laying down and if you're adding the hair correctly and if it looks right. You have to also worry about the size, if the hair that you have separated is the same size as the other one that you just completed. So it's different from doing regular box braids, because when you're doing regular box braids, you're only grabbing that one piece. So grabbing different pieces to be the same size as the one you did before, yeah, that's a lot different for me. But I'm not a person to give up. So if this is something that you are attempting to try. I hope that this video is really helpful to you, just to kind of give you a little knowledge of what I have seen and learned myself, and now trying myself. And the best way I feel to start off with the knotless is going small, and then once you perfect them, try medium size to larger size ones, because you definitely have to know the amount of hair to separate, to add to different, to add to each piece. I'm getting tongue tied as always. I'm not really used to doing voiceovers, so trying to watch the video and talk about what's going on is very different. So once I add my pieces, I go by each piece that I have separated. For anybody, if that's helpful to you, I use 5 pieces for each knotless box braid. And I add the 4 pieces at the top, and then I braid down at least 5 to 6 twists after that, and then I add my 5th piece, if that is helpful to you. That's how I was able to accomplish the look and to get all of the knotless box braids the same length. So this is the finishing touches. Ooh, look at that. Love it. And they're long and they're flexible. So this is the finishing touches of the knotless box braids. Look at that. Put them up, put them down. They're freshly done, so it doesn't hurt like the usual regular plait. Because if she would have had the regular plait done, she would not be moving her hair around like that. Yeah, oh yes. Oh my God. Work it, honey. Yes, spread them one more time. I want some now. Yes, get into it. Ooh, yes, that's something to wear on the cruise, honey. Yes. You can whip it from the side. You can have your side part, half up, half down. Yes. Love it. Middle part. Yes. Okay. 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 Don't forget, guys, stay tuned in, and I will be coming back with more videos. Don't forget to hit the like, the subscribe button, your notification bell, And I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye.